Hello, so I had this question I was asked to explain a little bit more about. It's a Bactrim dosing question. How many tablets of Bactrim DS are needed for a 65 kilogram patient dosed at 20 milligram per kilogram per day for 14 days? And I know that I have 20 milligram per kilogram per day. That's the dose that is prescribed. Remember that Bactrim is always dosed based off of the trimethoprim portion, so that 20 milligrams represents the trimethoprim portion. Patient is 65 kilograms, and we are going to give that for 14 days. We want to know how many tablets of Bactrim DS to give. Each Bactrim DS tablet is 800 milligrams of sulfamethoxazole and 160 milligrams of trimethoprim. But as we said before, we only care about the trimethoprim portion. So Bactrim's dose based off of trimethoprim portion only. So we will use the 160 milligrams of trimethoprim per tab. So I'm forgetting about the 800 and just using 160. I will also use this bit of information right here, that one tab of Bactrim DS is equal to 160 milligrams. To show you how I like to use dimensional analysis. So rather than writing the 20 milligram per kilogram per day this way, I find it easier to write it 20 milligrams on top, and then kilograms times day on the bottom. I can pull my kilograms over here, and it could be understood that 65 kilograms, I'm putting a times in between. I can cross out our kilograms, and that means then that I have 14 days, but I don't think I want to use that yet. Here's the reason why. I need to find out how many tabs per day first, because the number most likely is not going to distribute evenly if we times by 14 days. Let's do just one day first and go from there. Well, I know that I have the milligrams per day, and then I can pull, there we go, one tab over 160 milligrams. And I can pull that down here. My milligrams can then cross out, milligrams and milligrams. So now I'm left with tabs per day times 65 times 1 divided by 160. 8.125 tabs per day. Obviously, we can't take a 0.125, so we'll round it to 8 tabs per day. From here, we didn't answer the question quite right yet. The question was, how many tablets of Bactrim DS are needed for 14 days? So we need to times that by 14 days. These are days then cross out. 8 times 14 is 112. And that's the entire question. 112 tablets of Bactrim DS are needed for a 65 kilogram patient for 14 days.
It came to my attention that people are getting the wrong answer, and here's why. Instead of doing it the way that we just did it and getting the tabs per day first and then multiplying by the 14 days, instead they were totaling the milligrams for the entire order first and figuring out how many tablets. So find the tablets per day first. So to give you an example of what happened, they took 20 milligrams per kilogram per day times 65 kilograms times 14 days, finding the milligrams of trimethoprim for the entire order. Then they divided by the 160 milligrams of trimethoprim to get 113.75 tabs and then rounded it to 114 tabs. The moral of the story is, to get the right answer, we actually need to round first to how many tabs per day. I hope you like this. Please subscribe, like, and share with a friend. And please leave a comment and let me know if there's any other problems that you'd like me to work out. Thank you.